All right, so we are talking about Bill C-63, the Online Harms Act, that seems to have been passed just a few days ago by the government of Canada. And on the surface, it looks pretty nice. It's meant to prevent children from getting caught online with, sexual content, bullied, hate speech, violence, extremism. So on the surface, it's looking good. And we were just doing some research to see how do they define things like hatred, hate speech, because depending on what that is, this could, in my opinion, this could be used instead of to help kids. It's really to take control of a
Well, you know how a
narrative.
lot of governments in other countries, they use that where you can't say anything negative about the government.
Yeah.
Right? Is that what this is kind of doing in disguise? What do you guys think? Do you guys think having, obviously there is benefits of, kind of protecting people and,
Protecting children specific is very
of course,
important.
that's that's a no-brainer, I think.
Yeah.
But in terms of hate speech, right?
It's a very gray area.
Yeah.
I feel like there could be some censorship in play, and they've left it in a gray area to determine, okay, what's being said by certain people, right? And I think you touched upon it. It's like there's certain governments in certain parts of the world where you cannot speak bad upon them, right? Otherwise, you're arrested and thrown in jail.
You're in jail. Yeah,
But
exactly.
again, if I vote for, let's just say, 𝐷𝐿𝐒𝐒 Singh, and I don't like some of his policies after voting for him, I feel like I'm within my rights to say I don't like him or feel like he doesn't know what the hell he's doing, right? Because again,
and not only say it, but post it online. Right?
yeah, what's wrong with that? I voted for him, and if it's almost like
Even
with
if you
anything,
didn't vote for him, you should still have the right.
I have the right, but again, it's like, where do you draw the line? Now, am I spewing hate speech because I'm bringing to the attention of more people things he hasn't done or said he has going to be doing? I don't know. And again, with this new bill, it doesn't really specify what they classify as hate speech, and that's a scary thing. And I feel like a lot of people are going to get in trouble with this, and it's just a matter of time, especially with some of these people who have a huge following, and this is where they're going to determine who has the bigger influence, followers, and they're going to be the ones targeted with regards to this bill.
I was just driving through past Square One. I had never seen this before, but basically there was a huge protest, an anti-Trudeau protest.
Oh, no way.
F Trudeau, big signs, flags, it was crazy, right?
Yeah.
And it was kind of, they're blocking the main intersections, or every time the light switched, they were
Oh,
put
man.
flags and stuff like
Okay.
that. So they weren't doing anything illegal, but there was police and stuff all around. But I haven't seen this before, where people have been so anti-government.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's, again, the algorithms that are brainwashing people and polarizing people, but and I don't know what's true, but I know that there was that big what's the truckers march that happened?
Oh, that was huge. Yeah, the trucker
Freedom,
Freedom
Freedom
Convoy?
Freedom Convoy. Yeah.
Yes. Freedom Convoy, right?
Yeah.
And supposedly there was a lot of free speech enthusiasts that were against that, because the government tried to seize assets, or
they
That's what I heard.
seize.
Yeah,
They did
I heard
seize.
they block bank accounts. and
Yeah.
things like that.
yeah. So what do you guys think? Do you think
So-
is this really obviously the intention hopefully is for good, but is this just a way for the government to shut people up?
I guess whoever's on PR for this bill, great job. You made it look like it's for kids, but I guess this is for everyone. It even says there, especially kids.
Yeah.
It says, comma, especially kids.
Yeah, but
so it is for everyone, especially children.
What
Yeah.
is there anything that kind of says, well, we arrested 10 people, or we punished 100 people, and the quota that made it especially 80% has to be kids? How do you know that?
Yeah, those kind of things,
98 out of 100 were not related to children, right? That especially doesn't mean anything here, right? But you're right. The person that wrote this did a fantastic
Great. I thought it was
job.
for kids. I thought this was just for kids. And to be honest, you don't even need a bill like this. Unfortunately, online, especially when we're talking about in a corporate, it depends on which platform you're on. If you're on LinkedIn and you post something that is a certain political leaning, you will get destroyed. You'll just get destroyed. So
From the other side.
without this bill, people will destroy you if they disagree with you. If you have that much of a thing. And also, I don't know why they keep mentioning here the sexual exploitation. This bill's here to protect that. Don't we? I thought the thing was already illegal and we already had a billion laws for that.
That's a bigger concern.
That's kind of weird.
But wasn't this something you were saying off air, right, in terms of trying to make you know, child pornography and exploitation. You know, more of a
Pedophilia.
pedophilia.
You know, I was reading somewhere. It's almost like, again, I don't know how much truth this is. They're trying to normalize it and then label these people that it's almost like a illness, right? So instead of being persecuted in a way for even having that type of content, it's almost like they're being given an excuse to justify their action, even though it is towards kids. And it's a very gray area, and it's very concerning because at the end of the day, we're talking about child harm right now, and we shouldn't even be trying to.
No, I get what you're trying to say.
Is this law? Is this act to kind of stop that stuff?
That it looks like it's there to create more punishments, more consequences. The word they're using is consequences. Oh, that's yeah. So,
But the hate speech is the one that's kind of the gray area because hate speech, it's not really like specific to kids, right?
that's the problem. When you say hate speech, I don't know what the heck you're talking about. Like, if I hate pastas, that hate speech. Like, I don't know. So,
Or like, you know, when
That's
you're-
it. How can you hate pasta? That's
You
you're
know?
done. You're done.
I don't actually hate pasta. I'm just saying. If
No,
I
it's
say
too
that-
late. It's too late.
Yeah.
You're
whenever it has
canceled.
it.
This is the problem, man. I don't know. Right now, it looks. I guess it was the word innocuous. Like, it looks like it seems like a decent bill, but unfortunately, Trudeau and your government, nobody like either you guys have the best of intentions and everyone's got you wrong, or man, I don't know what the hell's going on here. Didn't you guys just ban the news? Can't have a news in Canada?
Yeah, and the social media
Why?
platforms.
Why? I don't get it.
Yeah.
You know, if you think that's we don't want to polarize people, homie, things are getting without that thing, we're all getting polarized anyway. So